20. After they established a church in the land, King Lamoni desired Ammon to go with him to the land of Nephi to see his dad. The voice of the Lord said, "The king will seek your life. Don't go there. Go to the land of Middoni, and behold, thy brother Aaron, Bucky, and Alma are in prison." And Ammon told Lamoni, "He's going to deliver his brother." And Lamon said to Ammon, "I know this, in the strength of the Lord you can do all things. I'm going to go with you. For the king of the land of Middoni, his name is alma. He's a friend of mine. I'll go with you and flatter the king of the land, and will cast your brethren out of prison." Lamoni said, "Who told you your brethren were in prison?" And Ammon said, "No one but God." He said, "Go, deliver them." Lamoni caused his servants to make ready horse and chariot, called Ammon, said, "I will plead with the king." And Ammon and Lamoni were journeying. They met the father of Lamoni, who was the king over all the land. And the dad said, "Why did you not come to the feast I made on that great day that I made a feast? And where are you going with this Nephite? He is one of the children of a liar." And Lamoni had rehearsed his plans where he was going, so as not to offend. And he told him because of the cause of the tarrying. But Dad was still angry and said, "You are going to deliver the Nephites, the sons of a liar. He robbed our fathers, and his children are around here with their cunnings and lyings to deceive us, to rob us of our property." It's the rain hitting the awning. Sorry about the drum roll there. The father of Lamoni commanded that he should slay Ammon with the sword, and to not go to the land of Middoni, and go with him to the land of Ishmael. But Lamoni said, "I will not slay Ammon. I am going with him to the land of Middoni to free his brethren. I know that they are just men, holy prophets of true God." And Dad was angry. He drew his sword to smite him, and Ammon protected him. But behold, it's better that if he die for you, because he repented of his sins. If you die in your sins, you cannot be saved. Forbear slaying this innocent man, because his blood would cry from the ground for vengeance to come. I know my son's innocent. You who want to destroy him, stretched forth his hand to slay Ammon, and Ammon withstood his blows and smote his arm. And King saw Ammon's power and began to plead with Ammon to spare his life. Ammon raised his sword and said, "I'll smite thee, except thou let us go." And the king feared for his life and said, "I'll grant you whatever you ask, even half the kingdom." And Ammon saw that he won. He said, "Grant my brethren be cast out of prison, that Lamoni may retain his kingdom, and be not displeased with him. Let him do whatever he thinketh, then I will spare thee. Otherwise I'll smite thee to the earth." The king began to rejoice. He saw Ammon's great love for his son, and said, "I will govern him no more. I will grant thy brethren be cast out, would welcome them here." The king was desirous to know more. Ammon and Lamoni proceeded on their journey. They found favor in the eyes of the king. The brethren were cast out of jail, and Ammon met them and was sorrowful because they were naked. Their skin was worn exceedingly because of being bound in strong cords. They suffered hunger, thirst, and afflictions, yet they were patient in all sufferings until they were delivered by Lamoni and Ammon.